Social media has become so addictive in a lot of people's lives, causing anxiety, depression, and a lot of other mental issues. In today's video, I would like to talk about an angle that almost nobody talks about regarding social media and smartphone usage. And that is mindful consumption of all the stuff that we have access to in our fingertips. You know, a lot of people are complaining about introducing smartphones has become the biggest mistake ever. It's destroying a lot of people's lives, causing a lot of mental issues. I agree upon that to some extent, yes. But at the same time, the problem is not the social media existence. The problem is how we are approaching it. And unfortunately, the approach is endless scrolling of social media content, Facebook, Instagram photos. We see, oh, this person is somewhere traveling and everything. They're living the best lives ever. They're showing the entire friend group and family group. Oh, everybody's smiling while you're sitting at home at this point of time and comparing yourself to this person and thinking, oh, I'm just a piece of shit. You need to be aware of that. People in social media are not going to post miserable videos about their lives or photos. They're not going to show the bad side, only the good one. This is how social media is destroying our lives. And the solution to this is just to get rid of the social media and embrace another approach of using smartphones. In this video, I would like to talk about that a bit more so that people actually wake up and start approaching this a bit better. There are a lot of YouTube videos where people are talking about how they got rid of their smartphones forever, how they bought a flip phone, an old-fashioned phone. It somehow changed their lives, etc. Yes, of course, to some extent I agree, but I want to argue in this video that such an approach, it has become so difficult to embrace. And I can speak about that from my own example. By living here in Denmark, there has been developed a digital access to various governmental systems such as banks or emails or different accounts. The only instant and fast way to get access to is by taking your smartphone and scanning a QR code. There's no other approach. Of course, you can do some other physical card ordering, but you need to reorder it all the time and it costs a lot of money. It's a very big pain in the ass. That is one of the reasons I'm not going back to a flip phone, I don't know how to use this word at all. Instead, we need to be aware that social media won't disappear and smartphones are not going to disappear at all. Instead, we need to learn how to consume the latest technology in a mindful manner. And one of the mindful matters for me personally is the instant communication with friends and family. Not maybe on Facebook or Instagram where you can see a lot of people posting videos and photos and living their best lives. But instead of that, just go to WhatsApp, for instance, or Telegram, where there's no social media feed. It's where you can only message your friends and family. And for me personally, I love the fact that you can call your family members in a matter of a couple of seconds from anywhere, anytime, and using this video chat function where you can see the faces of your loved ones. That's a wonderful fact that we need to be grateful for, and no matter the distance, no matter how far we are away from each other, we can always contact them in a matter of seconds. That is one of the best values that smartphones and internet and social media is actually developing. And if we are utilizing this approach in a mindful way, it can actually make us very happy instead of bringing harm to our lives by endless scrolling. So literally, my point is, it basically depends on how you are approaching social media. Another valuable point that smartphones deliver, for me personally, I have an iPhone 17. I agree that it's a very expensive phone. If you just want to own a smartphone just for the sake of contacting somebody on social media and sharing photos and be in instant communication, etc., then I would not advise buying it at all because of the main reason: it's super expensive. But If you're shooting YouTube videos like me and creating content, starting up and want to grow as a person and train your public speaking skills, then iPhone 17 is a wonderful phone with a lot of memory, a lot of space, and a very high quality camera where you can use this basically to your own advantage, and there's no necessity to buy an extra camera, an extra technology, and spending additional money on that. It's just your smartphone that you're using to produce content and deliver value to others and bringing value to your own life as well. I think that is one of the reasons why investing in powerful phones is actually a legit and great idea. Another value that smartphones are delivering in people's lives, and a lot of people are actually ignoring this fact, is instant access to various information that you most often do not learn at school. To give a perspective, when you get sick with a disease that you have not been sick with and you have no idea how to cure it, of course you will go to the doctor and everything, but if you want to get to know about it, you can always go to YouTube videos and watch about it something, or read on the internet and everything. I think it's another valuable point that latest technology is bringing you. I've been recently reading some research regarding social media usage and smartphone usage in general. So basically the point is where there were two people groups. One group got rid of smartphones for 4 weeks, and the other group was still having a smartphone, but they were limiting their usage time and consuming the technology in a mindful manner. The first group that got rid of the smartphones for 4 weeks, they were addictive before. And during these 4 weeks, they were not using the smartphone at all. But once they got it back, the addiction got back again. Meaning that it doesn't make sense to get rid of the smartphones forever, or going back to a flip phone or anything. It's about learning how to use smartphones in a mindful manner and only when it's necessary, due to the various reasons that I have already listed to you. So basically the point of this video, it's very difficult to get rid of the smartphone. And don't be worried about the social media addictions and the problem of the like buttons, the invention of the endless scrolling feed. Of course, it's very terrifying seeing people getting addicted, especially when you go outside or driving in a public transport, in the bus and the train, and seeing, oh, people are in their phones all the time. And yeah, it's devastating to look at it, especially here in Denmark. I don't get the fact how people are driving their bikes and at the same time they're looking at their phones. Like, dude, come on. There is a road in front of you. You might get hit by a car. I think it's the next level of addiction. Like, literally, people don't know how to use smartphones, and that's a very big problem. We need to embrace another approach, and that's mindful consumption. Hopefully this video was very useful. Stay tuned for much fresher content. Write in the comments below what kind of topics you want to hear me talking about. I'm always open to a discussion with you, my friends. And that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. See you next time.